So how's COVID affected my office? Well, it made us learn how to go virtual. And now I'm like, man, we can do an exam with anybody, anywhere. And there's really no reason not to be able to help somebody. So now my goal is to become the neuropathy guy. If my office was the way it used to be, which was high volume, and people stopped coming in because of COVID, I probably wouldn't have an office anymore. But now with all the blueprint stuff I can do virtually and treat people virtually, it's been a lifesaver, actually. And I just had my staff like, we're doing this. And there was like just us in the office over a computer. The biggest part was we trusting the steps. That's the biggest part, trusting the protocols and what they have. It took me doing it. I now get to come to work, love what I do, because I'm helping people that nobody else has. They're not getting help. So going from my old mindset of like, see a bunch of people destroy my body, and I got really sick, and I just couldn't do that anymore. I couldn't hold up adjusting that many people a week. And not that I was one of the biggest offices, but 250 a week, my body just, I hated going to work. And it was a lot of faith for me to join Blueprint. I was super skeptical, like, that's a lot of money. It's not. The return on investment has been insanely more than 10 times. I even fasted and prayed about before I joined Blueprint. Like, is this the right thing? Is this the right thing? Because it was so different than what I knew and what I was trained on. I was trained on, you don't advertise, you just word of mouth, you shake hands, you charge really cheap fees, and that's why I was destroying my body. I was destroying myself and my family and my life to help these people. And your time is worth it. And what I've come to learn from Blueprint is when you get really good staff training, they can handle a lot of things you don't need to handle. You get people around you you trust, and you have systems with videos they can watch. And so Blueprint was there. I really think it was a God thing. Other people may not believe that, but it came right when I needed it. And Dr. Gum was super confident. And I was like, and he didn't really try to sell me. That was the thing. Like, he's like, yeah, we do this stuff. It works. And I was like, he's not really overselling me. Huh, okay. But when I'm helping people that nobody else is helping, like my dad had neuropathy. And if I wasn't part of Blueprint, I couldn't have helped him. I wouldn't have known how before I joined Blueprint. I would have said, maybe you should eat better. And the cool thing is I get to share my story, how nobody could figure out how to help me. And these things that I do here in my office have also helped me, but also gets to help them. And so there's a personal connection I get to have with these patients. And now, because of what we're doing, I actually am now moving. As of right now, my staff is probably putting things into a new building, basically 3 times the size of the building I'm in now, with a bigger vision than I ever would have had. Like, that's been the biggest, coolest thing. And it's getting me back in this team. What I love about Blueprint is just even coming here, it got me refocused on what's my values and what's my passion. Because I feel I was losing that. I want to give people hope, give them their health, which will give them happiness. That's now become like my mantra that I'm going to keep using with patients and my staff. And it's all Blueprint. Like, if I would just sit in my house all comfy, I wouldn't have done the work. But because we have a team of Blueprint that pushes you and motivates you, it makes me go back and push myself, which then helps me push my team, which then makes us help more people. It's just I've been in other groups before, and Blueprint has been the best. That's all I can say. It really comes back to mindset and training and what got you to where you were, and that's what Blueprint keeps doing with me. I work less hours than I ever have, like 12 hours a week. Because of COVID, I actually cut back my hours and still make great money. But now what I want to do with this is now I see that I can work less hours. Is my goal is to do 6 mission trips a year. And I have a thing I want to start where I'm actually using the knowledge I know to help missionaries because they feel like they never get health care. The cool thing about what we do is we actually care and get to know the person, not just the symptoms, like the medical model. And that's what I love about what we do. We're treating the person. And we get to know our patients, and we get to talk to them. That price is invaluable.